In the summer of 2016, a group of us from St. Luke came to Germany on a pilgrimage for Luther and Bach in celebration leading up to the 500th anniversary of the Reformation. And we're going to show little vignettes of different historic sites and teachings of Luther. Guten Tag. We're here in Berlin, which wasn't particularly germane to Martin Luther or Johann Sebastian Bach or the Reformation, but it is important to Lutheran history, particularly with Dietrich Bonhoeffer, who was a German Lutheran pastor during the time of World War II. He was incarcerated into a prison concentration camp and executed, martyred just days before the liberation of that camp. He was imprisoned for speaking out against Hitler and the Nazi regime and the atrocities against humanity. He faced a real struggle internally as well as externally because he was outspoken against Hitler and the Nazis and then participated in a plot against the assassination of Hitler. To do that, he went against everything he believed in. The Ten Commandments, and thou shalt not murder, partaking in a plot to kill somebody, all of these things that he was taking a stand against Hitler because of what he was doing to the Jews. But he was faced with this struggle in what Luther taught about the two kingdoms, that we are citizens of the kingdom above and citizens of the kingdom on earth. And when those two are in conflict, we are called to obey the authorities, as Scripture, Romans 13, talks about. But what happens when those authorities aren't living up to their obligation to serve the people and to pursuit of freedom for all people? When push comes to shove, as Peter talks about in Acts chapter 5, one must obey God rather than the human authorities. And so against this struggle and everything he believed in, Bonhoeffer believed that it was necessary to protect the lives of millions of people to try to assassinate Hitler. Others throughout history have struggled with these same kind of issues. Abraham Lincoln during the Civil War and the cost of millions of lives in the pursuit of the freedom for all people. Jesus, costing him his life in the pursuit of advocating for the poor and the oppressed. We still face these same kind of issues today as we live in this very conflicted world. But we are called, above all, for the pursuit of humanity and atrocities against humanity to take a stand.